Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy Legendary here, and today, people, I want to have a quick update video to let you guys know some changes that are going to be happening on the channel soon. Or I want to let you guys, I want to know what you guys think about it because sorry for the messy hair and stuff. My hair's kind of untamed right now. I got to go get a haircut, but that's besides the point. But yeah, so things are going to be changing on this channel a little bit because of what's going on right now. Because of this whole virus going around, I might not have a job soon and stuff like that. Like, places are shutting down and stuff, so it's a very serious deal. So I don't know, for a few weeks or for a few months, however long it lasts, I might not have a job, which means I won't be making money. I can't buy cards, I can't make mats and stuff like that. So it's gonna change certain things on the channel. There's gonna be some budget cuts, which is what I called put on the thumbnail. So basically, because of this going on, there will be budget cuts on this channel. So you guys may not like this, but this might be the only way. If you guys want me to continue to make content, me and Robbie to make more content for you guys, more deck profiles and duels, you guys are going to have to make some adjustments. Normally what we do is, we go and we buy the cards, we create the anime cards, we print them out, we buy sleeves, we create those custom mats and everything. That all takes a long time and it costs a lot of money to do all that stuff. And unfortunately, right now, without a job, I can't be reckless and start buying cards and stuff. This is kind of good for me in the sense because now I could focus more on YouTube for a while until this all gets resolved. But at the same time, it's bad because I'm also not making any money, which means I can't buy cards and other stuff that I need for the channel. So it's good because I could make more, but it's bad because I can't buy more to make more. So it's kind of complicated. But there are other ways to do it. We are in the age of technology, so we can do everything online. So I want to ask you guys, are you guys cool if I do deck profiles on Dueling Book? Because I could create all the character decks on Dueling Book, and Dueling Book has a feature where you could create custom cards. So I could create all the anime cards of the characters that I make on Dueling Book, so I could still use it, anime cards and stuff like that in the deck profiles, because for some decks you kind of have to use anime cards because they don't have any cards or barely any at all. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm gonna have to do from now for a while. There are still gonna be some deck profiles. You guys already saw the Jaden one, the Supreme King one, whatever decks that I have with me here, and Robbie has the other half. I can't go to New York as often because I can't be spending money like crazy. I gotta kind of budget myself and be very careful not to spend too much money. Obviously I need to buy money for food and stuff, which is more important, and all that stuff. But he has some of the decks, so one day I'll try to go over there and record a bunch of deck profiles with him and stuff like that, or he could give me all the decks and I could do the deck profiles here by myself. But in terms of creating new character decks that you haven't seen, other characters like My Valentine, Serena from Mark V, who else? A bunch of villain characters, Zone, Rex Goodwin, Bakura, just a bunch of stuff. Like, there's a lot of characters where we're in the process of building. Like, I just ordered a bunch of cards last Friday before this incident really got too big, and I might not be able to finish some of those decks, or maybe I'll put those on the side and then build some other character decks on Dueling Book. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Unfortunately, you guys won't see the match, you won't see the physical cards, but that shouldn't really matter, because technically speaking, all you really need is the deck list, and for me to show you guys the deck, how many copies of certain cards to add, and how the deck works, and the combos and strategies, stuff like that. That's what the deck profiles are about. It's about the deck. So you guys won't see me having the physical cards yet until this is all resolved, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But that's what I'm gonna have to do from now on. So I hope you guys are cool with that. I'm kind of asking you guys if you're cool with that, but hopefully you guys are cool with that. If not, it's either this or we can't make any videos for a few weeks to several months. We can only use the ones that we already have, the decks, and a lot of them we've already done deck profiles on them, and there's not much more we can do. There are still some we can do, but there's not much more we can do. So you guys kind of have to work with us here. Hopefully you guys are cool with it. So You guys are always very supportive of us, so I'm very grateful for that. We're both very grateful for that. So just be very understanding that right now we're in kind of tough times, and we can't really do too much. We can't spend too much. And Robbie, he's with his family. He's trying to find an apartment with them and stuff like that. So he's really close to getting it, hopefully. And then this probably affects him over there too. I haven't heard too much from him about that because he's focused on getting a new apartment. But yeah, so there's gonna be budget cuts. I can't be buying a bunch of cards anymore. I can't be buying as much ink to print out anime cards and do all that stuff. So it's gonna be hard. I can't buy I can't buy card sleeves I can't do any of it. So that's the bad news. The bad news, there's budget cuts. Therefore, I'm gonna have to do certain deck profiles on Dueling Book because it'd be easier for me to just make all the decks on there. It'd be extremely cheap. I wouldn't have to spend a dime on it at all. But the good news is because I'd be doing it on Dueling Book, the deck profiles, that means I can bring out more character decks faster. Because the reason why it takes so long is because, like I said, you gotta buy it, you gotta buy the sleeves, the mats, everything you gotta buy, and it takes a bunch of money and time to spend on that. So, but if I do it on Dueling Book, it's great because that means I could build a bunch of decks faster, and I could have, let's say, for example, 3 deck profiles for new characters every single week. In theory, if I don't get too lazy with it, but that's what I could do. So that means you guys would be getting more content from me, and since I don't have much of a job right now, or for the time being, or I don't know how the things are going to work out, you guys will get maybe 3 videos every single week, or 3 or 4 videos every single week. And with this whole Dueling Book thing, if I build all the decks there and show you guys the decks there, I could build more character decks faster, and then you guys could build it on your off time, and stuff like that. And then I could create the anime cards on my computer and put in the description below of the anime cards for each character deck that I do and stuff like that. That's the good news is I could have more content, but I would have less money to buy the cards physically, but I could do the deck profiles online on Dueling Book, which means I could get more decks out there. In terms of duels, though, we're still going to try our best to have those duels physically, because that's kind of our big thing. We still want to have the duels physically, but if things get really rough for a longer period of time, we will have to make adjustments. But even if I go visit Robbie once a month or once every month and a half to record a duel video, that's fine. That's what we do now anyway, and it's not like we spend that much. But we'll have to work with what we have, and some duels in the future may have to be on Dueling Book. You'll still hear our audio and stuff and all that stuff, and there are benefits from doing it that way too. But we have to work things around right now. But it's still possible. We still have the Yusaku versus Kaito duel. We already have both their mats and both their decks, so that's not a problem. So that duel will be physical, the normal way you guys are used to. We have Sawatari versus Go Onizuka. I still need to make his mat. I think he's the only mat that I'm going to make right now and spend the money on, because I already have his deck physically, and I just need to make the anime cards. I have the sleeves for him. All I need is the mat, so I might do the mat for him. That way we could do that duel. And then after that, we might have to reschedule some duels that we had planned out for the future, depending on what's going on here and how long this lasts. But other than that, that's just it. There's going to be some budget cuts. I'm not earning as much. Robbie doesn't earn much either. So it's kind of rough right now. Without a job, I can't afford. I do have enough money to buy stuff, but that wouldn't be smart. I gotta buy food and stuff and whatever else, necessities that I need to survive until this whole pandemic is over or whatever. But other than that, that's pretty much it. That's the quick update for you guys. There's gonna be some budget cuts, but the good news is there's gonna be more content. So hopefully you guys are excited for that. I have a list of so many characters already that I could do with this whole doing it on Dueling Book. I already have a bunch of villain characters that are almost complete on Dueling Book, or absolutely complete. I just need to make a bunch of anime cards and stuff like that. But other than that, I could build so many more decks so much faster because I don't have to buy them physically and I don't have to spend a bunch of money. But that's only temporary until this is all over. But I don't know if you guys don't mind, just be cool with this, because this is the only way you're gonna get content. Otherwise, for the next few months or few weeks, however long this lasts, you won't get anything. No duels, no deck profiles, and that's it. And then we're pretty much done for however long. But it is what it is. But yeah, so yeah, dueling book, deck profiles coming soon. Look forward to that. I'm very excited about it. Hopefully you guys are too. It's going to be a new format to kind of get used to, even for me, because I'm used to just like, putting the cards one by one, and then reading certain cards and stuff like that. I'm used to doing it a certain way, so this is going to be different, a different setup, but it's the same thing. It's a deck profile, but yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys understand, and yeah, see you guys in the next deck profile. Gotcha!